Hi, my name is Ain Baker. I'm with the Kingdom Animal Shelter. I'm Vice President of the Kingdom Animal Shelter, and you are here at the Kingdom Animal Shelter, and we're going to talk a little bit about what we do and how we run things here at the Kingdom Animal Shelter. First off, we are a 501c3 nonprofit, which means that we are all nonprofit. We have no paid members. We get no money federally, no money state, no money town. All of the money that we receive to keep this facility running is from your generous donations, from our fundraising, and things like that. We do get some grants that we're able to get here and there from like the ASPCA and whatnot. But most of the money comes from the generous donations from people like you. The Kingdom Animal Shelter has been around for quite a few years, about 6 years I'd say. But we didn't always have a location. For a long time, the previous board would go out and look for donations, do fundraisers, and the goal was to build a facility at some point down by the old jail. You've probably noticed a sign that says future home of the Kingdom Animal Shelter. Unfortunately, that didn't quite come to fruition. Costs were just too much. About a year and a half ago, we decided, as a new board, and some of the old board members, decided to actually start a location. And that's what we have here. We have the Kingdom Cats. We're located at 1664 Memorial Drive in St. J. Center. And this is the beginning for us. We've opened this adoption center for cats because that does seem to be the biggest need in the St. Johnsbury area right now. And so what we've done is we've started this location, and we're hoping that at some point with enough donations and enough volunteers that we're going to be able to expand and open a full-blown animal shelter that houses cats and dogs and whatnot, but that's a little down the road. Other things that we do right now, other than just the cat adoptions, we do low-cost spay and neuter clinics. So if you have a cat or kitten that needs to be spayed and neutered, we do low-cost spay and neuter clinics, which gets you to get them spayed and neutered for obviously a low cost, which helps out the community. We do quite a few of those. We've spayed and neutered, I'd say, about 200 in the last two and a half years since we've started doing that. So that's a great thing. We house somewhere between 15 and 20 cats at any given time, adult cats, kittens, and we need a lot of people to help us take care of all those cats and kittens. We've got probably about 20 volunteers, part-time volunteers, some people who come in just one day a week for an hour or two at a time, some people who are able to give more than that. Some people who just transport cats for vet appointments or picking up or dropping off here and there. There are people who help us out at fundraisers. There are people who help us even write letters to other people trying to get donations. So there's a lot of different little things that can be done here, and we'd love for you to come down and to help us out with that. And maybe you've got a specific skill that you can give us that we're not even thinking of, that you might say, hey, would this help the shelter? Would this help them, earn some funds or revenue or get their name out there? And if you have that special talent, let us know. We'd be more than willing to take a look at it. So some of the care that we do here for the cats, when we get a cat, which may be a stray cat, it may be a cat that was found on the side of the road, it may be a cat that was dropped off to one of our local participating vets. And what we typically do is we have that cat tested for feline leukemia and AIDS. We first test for that. If they're negative for that, then we go ahead and we spay and neuter the cat, give it its updated shots, rabies vaccination, and so on. Then the cat will come here into our shelter and be ready for adoption. The typical cost of those things is about $231 is what we figured out. Now, that doesn't even include if a cat happens to be sick, have upper respiratory infection, urinary tract infection, things like that. Those really bring the costs up. When a cat is here and ready for adoption, the typical adoption fee is $95. And again, the cats who come out of here are going to be feline leukemia and AIDS tested. They're going to have been spayed or neutered. They're going to have their updated shots, and they're going to have been well taken care of while they're here. Kittens are a little bit more, but we do have kittens as well. They come through very frequently. We have many, many cats here at the shelter now, and we even have quite a few in foster care. So there are a lot of cats that are looking for homes, and we'd love you to come down and check it out. And this is Lucy, Lucy Goosey. She's a medium-haired, all-black cat. She's very, very friendly. She was found abandoned with her brother. Was very thin when she came in. I'd say she's about a year, year and a half old now at this point. She's purring really, really loud. I know you probably can't hear it, but she is a great cat, loves to play, and is also looking for a forever home. So she's obviously spayed. She's up to date on all of her shots, and she wants to sit in your lap and hang out. This is Lucy. So this beautiful girl is Molly. Molly came to us. She had 4 kittens. The kittens have already been all adopted out, so she's just waiting now for her forever home. She was pretty timid when she came to us. She's about a year, year and a half old. She's come a long way. She still needs an owner who's going to be patient with her. She's not going to be a lap cat right away, but I think she's coming around. She's starting to definitely do a lot better. She is spayed. She's had all of her shots, just like all of the cats here, and she's gorgeous. Just look at that face. So this here is Molly. So this is Kitty. Kitty is about 2.5 years old. She was brought in because her previous owner ended up going into a facility that did not take cats. She's an elderly woman and had to drop off Kitty. So she's here, and she is ready to be adopted. She sometimes doesn't like being held, but she's a great lap cat. She does get along with dogs, and she is all up to date. She is spayed and ready to go. She's just looking for that forever home. So if she looks good to you, then come on in and adopt her, huh, Kitty? This handsome boy is Spooky. Spooky came to us in the nick of time. He was found out in the woods abandoned. And he was in pretty bad shape, and we fixed him up, and he's doing pretty good. Matter of fact, he's pretty fat. He really needs to get some exercise, so we need to find him a home that wants to hang out with him and play toys and get him down weight a little bit. He is about, I think, a year and a half as well. He's medium, all black. He's a gorgeous little boy, and obviously spayed, or neutered, I should say, with all the shots. And he's ready for that home to help him lose a little bit of weight. So this is Spooky. So those are just a few of the cats that we have right now here at the Kingdom Animal Shelter. We have many, many others, and it changes frequently. So if this is an older broadcast, come on in. We still got plenty of cats for you to check out, and kittens. So something really important I want people to understand is when you're thinking about getting a cat or kitten, visiting your local animal shelter is so important. It not only helps get those stray cats and abandoned cats off the streets and into great care and great families, but every time you adopt one cat out of a shelter, you're saving really 2 lives, because you're saving the one that's here, you're giving it a great home, but also you're getting another cat off the street or out of a bad situation that we're allowed now to bring in. We have room for to bring in and help. You know, those kittens that you think about that are free in the newspaper or free on the side of the road, they're really, really not. You know, a lot of people think that a $95 adoption fee is kind of expensive, but again, it's really only a smidgen of what you'd have to pay if you were to take care of your cat, the free one that you got off the side of the road. As I said before, $231 is an average of what it costs to have all of these things done. So $95 is really a bargain. So when you're considering a cat or a kitten, please first consider your local animal shelter. We'd like you to come on down, check us out. If you can volunteer or give a financial donation, we definitely appreciate that. Please come down and see what we're all about. Thanks a lot.